What's up, YouTube? Texas Backyard Gardener again. Hey, I just wanted to, I figured I'd do a quick update. Not really an update, but kind of show you what I'm doing to start my pepper and tomato seeds over here. I just got done talking about. This is what I got off of Amazon. This is just the Espoma organic seed starter mix. It's premium potting mix for organic gardening. And it comes in this big old bag, and it's got this enriched with mycotone for stronger roots. And I will say, this is the first time, like those plants over there, and my peas, that's the first time I've used this type. So I don't know if it's just this type of seed starter or if it has anything to do with those, but I had 100% germination rate off the seeds that I put in there, so I don't know. But it's what I got. I just got this big old aluminum pan. I emptied some in there. I really didn't measure. This is what I'm going to be putting in there. So I'm going to fill up the 72 seed tray, and it's only, I mean, look at my finger. So it's not that deep, you know, up to my first knuckle. So maybe about 3 inches or something like that. But this is my germination station dome. But so I got to fill all these up, and as you can see, I mean, it's probably the width of a little bigger than my thumb. Actually, it is about the size of my thumb, the depthness, and just a little bit bigger. So that's what I'm going to use. But one tip is, you don't want to just put this in that. You want to use some water and get it already moist before you put it in your seed starting trays. And the reason for that is, when you put water in there, it's going to automatically expand, and you want the soil expanded before you put them in your trays. Otherwise, if you water it and not mix water in here and get it all moist before, and you water it, then this potting mix will kind of expand and it'll topple over, and it just makes a big mess. So you don't want to do that. So how I'm going to do this is, I use a glove, a little plastic glove that I just get from Kroger, and I'll come over here and I'll grab a water bottle, and I'll just use regular bottled water, because I got all that water from Costco, and I don't use tap water, you know. So I'm just gonna open this up, and I'm trying to do this. I'm trying to film with my left hand. Here, let me set this down real quick. Okay, so I got the bottle open, and here I'm just gonna pour it. I'm just gonna pour it in here. I'm going to pour a hefty amount, and I'll probably add, but so you can kind of see it's already, you don't want it like significantly wet, but you want it like pretty moist. So I'm just going to kind of mix all this in here and get it nice and moist, because I don't want it to expand. So I'm going to get all this mixed in here. It's kind of hard filming and trying to do this with one hand, so I'm going to get it all mixed, and then I'll be right back. Dang.
I've only got 1 acre of all of this.
Okay, so I ended up using the whole bottle, and I mixed it all in here, so this just kind of looks like a pan of brownies, really. But this should be perfect for filling up my seed trays. So I'm going to go ahead and fill up my seed trays, and then I will come right back. Okay, I'm back. I was going to do this in the backyard, but the neighbors have dogs, and it was really loud back there. So anyway, I got my potting soil, and I put a whole thing of water in there. and I kind of let it set for just a few minutes. And it's nice and moist. So here's my seed trays, and the way I'm going to do this is pretty much just kind of maneuver it. There's no easy way to do this unless you have like a big tub, like a big, I don't know, tub that you can mix a whole bunch of this stuff up, set this in there and just dump it. So I'm just going to grab it. I'm going to kind of just massage it in. It's really the only way that I can do this. I guess I can try to set it here. There's no like, I don't know, it's not like pretty, you know what I mean? So I just gotta kind of get all this in there as much as I can and fill up all these, because all of them will have something. Okay, so after I got all the cells filled up, I'm just going to take my finger, and what I want to do is kind of just push just lightly a little bit in all of the seeds. That way, at the bottom here, this is where the you're going to bottom feed the water out of this pan. So I want to make sure that the potting mix is pushed at the bottom of this real good. That way it makes contact with the water. So you don't want to like jam it in there, but you just want to kind of push a little lightly, and it should sink just a little bit. And that's all you're doing, is just kind of going through here and just mashing just a little bit. And then once you're finished doing all these, then you can go back through and kind of brush the remainder of the potting mix over the top to fill up the holes. So I'm just going to mash, 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 mash. Wow, there's hardly none in there. Okay, we'll come back through and lightly just brush. This should be fine. I got 72 cells in here, so you know, I mean, it's going to be more than enough. You know, I'm going to try to plant as many seeds as I can in this thing, and hope that they all germinate. I am going to plant one seed per cell. Since I have so many cells, I don't need to double up my seeds and then try to worry about thinning them out. If ones don't come up that well, then I'll just kill it. I'm not too worried about it, because the potting mix was only like $8, I think, so it's not like I spent a whole fortune And of course the seeds were only, you know, $1, if not a couple of dollars. So I'm going to go ahead and plant the seeds, get them in here. I'm going to set up the germination station and get it turned on. I'm going to put water in the bottom of that and then throw the heat mat underneath, and then we'll be good to go. Alright, I'll see you back.